So we're gonna do this a different way. Let me just turn this. I'll leave it like this. So let's do this a different way. I don't know what is going on with Facebook Live, but I'm gonna continue. So hopefully that people jump back on here. And again, if you guys want this content, obviously this can be shared. I highly, highly encourage you to share this content. With those that this would most benefit. Again, this is one of those things where we can't really, we can't really control, obviously what's going on, but I do want people to get the most value from this. So if you guys are back, say hi and where you're coming in from again, please, because, I want everyone to really, really get the most out of this and understand exactly how this is done. So, all right, everyone's coming back. All right, good. Again, so if you can type Y or yes in the chat box, if you can hear me loud and clear, type in the word free and I will get you a free content. So again, we're talking about building the roots down. So the 3 best practices for social media. Number 1 is use your own unique voice. Be you. So you always have to be yourself. The only way to really start building your own tribe and your own way of inspiring people is to have your own voice. So again, I just want to say hi to everyone that's coming on here. And again, type in the word free, FREE, and I will obviously get you this free content. I will send you a PDF a little bit later. And again, these are the reasons why people need to use LinkedIn. And again, LinkedIn allows you to have that unique voice. Everyone's doing the same thing on Instagram and Facebook. When you start using LinkedIn a different way, it's going to bring in a whole new caliber of person. So number 2, number 2, this says engage with your audience. One of the best social media practices is engaging with your audience. And again, it's one of those things where if you want people to engage with you, you want to engage with them. And that's the thing. If someone's going to take the time and like something of mine or comment or do something where they're engaging with me, it is only right to give back to them. It's something that Gary Vaynerchuk says. He goes, he doesn't miss anyone. I don't care how many people like or comment. And if people do follow me on social media or we engage with each other on social media, I'm always there to engage back with people. So if this all makes sense, number 1, using a unique voice, being you and only you, don't try to be somebody else. And number 2, engaging with your audience. Engage with your audience. That is so key. And it's one of those things where you really, really want to make that difference. So Forrest, I don't know if you are able to do this, but I would love to bring you on camera just for a quick little cameo. And the only way that you can do that is if you are on your phone. I think you might be on your computer. So if you can jump on your phone, I can actually bring you on to ask you some questions here, or if you can ask me to add you on here. I would love to get some of your input on LinkedIn, just because it's one of those things. So I'm going to allow you to be a guest. So let me see. All right, on your phone. Hold on for a second. Let me go back up. It is not letting me add you. Hold on for a second. So while I try to figure this out, here's what you need to realize. Number 3, and I think Forrest, if you log off, so leave the live, then come back on, I can bring you back on. So number 3, and most important, for business to business, B2B. Here he is. So Forrest is a client of mine. He's been working virtually with me. Yo, brother.
Hey.
How you doing? You coming in okay?
I think I'm live now. Yep,
Loud
I'm here.
I can hear you. I can hear you. So Forrest,
Hello. Uh-oh. It
you back?
froze. You're froze. There you are. Okay, we're good.
So, we started working together, obviously a few weeks ago, and we just started doing some virtual stuff together. Um, we connected, you shared some thoughts about some practices that you were doing on LinkedIn. Um, but when you and I talked, you're like, listen, you're speaking my language. This makes sense. And I know we've only been doing some virtual stuff for now. Um, but what I want you to share with the audience, maybe some people that haven't worked with me yet, maybe they're just doing some stuff here and there, trying to figure things out. Just share some takeaways so far. And this is, guys, to repeat myself, Forrest and I have not been working one-on-one. He's literally been using my virtual content to get started before we start working together. So, Forrest, what have been some of your major takeaways from my specific methods and techniques of using LinkedIn?
So I'm not sure if you can see me moving or not because it's frozen on my end, but nevertheless, I'll just go ahead and tell you that before I started working with you, Scott, I was solely on Facebook and Instagram and not getting any traction whatsoever. It just seemed like I was spinning my wheels and it was pretty frustrating. So the moment you said things like reverse engineering the process and enlighten me with the statistics about Facebook and LinkedIn, comparatively speaking, and not a judgment on the people, but just a judgment, more of a fact on the income levels. And the fact that there's obviously people are going to LinkedIn for business, it all just seemed to click, and so I've gone over there and started, still doing the Facebook Lives, but repurposing them and putting them up on LinkedIn. I'm basically just watching you and learning by example. And the engagement has skyrocketed. The leads are pouring in like, wildfire.
Oh, love it.
Um, yeah, it's right now. It's just a matter of getting to them and getting folks engaged into the process.
So let me just pause you really quickly. You said something interesting. You said, the leads are pouring in and you need to actually make the time to get back to them. And again, you're just using my virtual content, which is just it's very specific general content, but it's not you and me yet. And you're seeing these type of results. So you and I talked about one of the most important aspects of any network marketing business is to have leads, because with no leads, there is no business. So within just a few weeks, just a couple weeks of you applying this, you have created more leads than time, which is every network marketer's dream. So how would you rate,
Yeah.
how would you rate the value of what you invested in learning this compared to the value of what it's actually been bringing back to you?
It's hard to put a dollar, rating or dollar value on it because your time is worth so much more, and a lower frustration level, I can't even begin to tell you how what that's worth. And just also the simple thing of hope,
Mm.
you know, because we all come into this, with our goals, and they're usually centered around helping people more time, and more money. And when you spend a lot of time spinning your wheels and not getting anyone to help, or people who actually, will stick around long enough to be helped, you know, and see the bigger picture, like you always say, we're just with customers only, we're just scratching the surface.
It's yeah, it's you're dealing with customers, and we love our customers, but you're dealing with the topsoil, and
The root structure is that deep.
and
Yeah,
and you
it's that deep.
the deeper that your roots can grow, the stronger your tree is going to be, and it's never going to topple over. And I think, Forrest, we talked about that. A lot of people are experiencing their trees toppling over because it's either one-sided heavy because they're on a big massive team leg and they don't have the growth coming in on that focus leg, but second, they're constantly leading with the products, closing with the products, and then saying there's a business. And it's almost like it's almost like they're ashamed that it's a business. So let me, before I let you go, one last thing.
Oh, can I just add one last thing? Can I just add one thing before you
Please,
say that?
please.
And that is that I had the dialogue of customer first, hopefully business second.
Yeah.
And now I've had to basically, in a short order, retrain my own self to lead with the business and what that feels like, and it feels so different. It's a whole different dialogue.
And
Anyway, go ahead.
and obviously you've learned it very quickly and you're already applying it. So let me before you pop off and I finish up this content, what one of the most important aspects of any network marketer is confidence. You know, your self-belief. What has this personally done for you with your own personal self-belief and self-confidence in now having this tool of LinkedIn and how to use it in your tool bag?
One word: restored.
Wow. Wow. So for those that have not jumped into into this yet, Forrest, because maybe their upline or their enrolling sponsor says it's not necessary, just keep doing Facebook and Instagram. You know, obviously we've all been told that. That's not anything new. And when you can step into your own power and realize that this is our own business and we are our own leaders, we are our upline, downline, and sideline. What would you say to that specific network marketer that has been pondering this, but is letting the decision and the information of someone else to determine what they want to do?
Well, you just alluded to it 2 sentences ago, so I'll just ask it, in a question: whose business is this anyway?
Wow. Absolutely. So listen, brother, I appreciate you coming on such short notice and speaking so beautifully, and just grateful to have the opportunity again to work with you from afar. And I'm looking forward to stepping into the one-on-one coaching when the time is right. So thank you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your words. And most importantly, thank you for your friendship.
Well, thank you too, man. Appreciate it.
Absolutely, brother. So again, Forrest kind of, said it all right there. This is something that really anyone can step into and really, really achieve. And what I, want you guys to understand is that, number 3, and I'm going to finish with this, is that for B2B, business to business, so network marketing business to person interested in the opportunity, that is B2B. That is B2B. And it's optimal for, and this is from businessinsider.com. This is what they say. For B2B, which is optimal for network marketers, Business Insider has quoted and said LinkedIn is rated the most effective for business to business conversation, growth, enrollments, and lead generation. So again, I want you guys to understand that the keys are out there. I have the keys to the kingdom. Anthony and I are working together. Denise and I are working together. Forrest, Leanne, all these people on here. If, Sherilyn, if you have shaky confidence, all it takes is someone showing you the keys to the castle and what to do, and your confidence goes through the roof. So I would love to connect with you on that. Yvette took one of my group trainings. Her confidence has gone through the roof. Once you understand how to do something, the rest is easy. So guys, why or yes in the chat box. You can throw me some emojis, some hearts. I'm on here live. I'm just grateful for all of you guys. And again, I have a free PDF on this content. All you have to do, either live or on the replay, type the word free, FREE, in the chat box. And I will send you a copy of this information. Alex, thank you so much for the thumbs up. And again, guys, the best practices for social media, specifically LinkedIn. 1, it allows you to have a unique voice, be you and no one else. Number 2, it allows you to easier engage with your audience, and make sure that you do practice that. Give back to those that are giving to you. Thank you, Dominic. And Denise says, always thank you for the value. You're so welcome, Denise. And number 3, and most important, for B2B, which is optimal for network marketing, Business Insider has quoted and said LinkedIn is the most effective platform for creating conversations, creating lead generation, creating enrollments, and creating conversation between you and your future and potential business builders. Business to business, it's all right there. So guys, I hope you guys found this content helpful. Please like, share this, and again, type in the word free in the chat box, and I will be happy to get you this PDF a little bit later. Love you all so much, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye, everybody.